What's going on, everyone? This is Smitty here, and talking about the screen pass blocking and this aspect that needs to be improved in Madden. Like, these are some key areas. Of course, we know that there's a lot of work that they need to do, but of course, along the way, there are some key areas that, if they can refine, would help a mighty long way. And I talked about the pass blocking. Here, I'm talking about the screen pass blocking in particular. So, as you guys see in the example here, this first play, I'm highlighting Ramirez because Ramirez going up should have made the block on that defender. He's the guy that makes the tackle. He should have picked him up immediately, and I should have lost a blocker out of my convoy, but at least I'll be able to turn it upfield. And then look, that's a touchdown basically, because he would have more than likely got picked up or at least slowed down, and I would have been able to take it all the way for 6. But because this is so mechanical in nature, the defense is able to either shoot in and make the stop, and if the blocker just so happens to be there, they'll make the play. Otherwise, the blockers, they mechanically stay in line with their route instead of just picking up the defender. And now, once again, as you see in this situation here, both Ramirez and Swanson could have laid the lumber on that guy, and I easily would have been able to turn that upfield for 6. But then I would only have possibly just one blocker in my convoy, and that's perfectly fine. But here, even at this point, Swanson should have picked up the defender. He should have been picked up right there, and I should be able to turn the ball upfield for 6. But instead, they prolong it. They delay the interaction, and then he's able to stop me for a minimal gain in this case scenario, which clearly shouldn't have been the case. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that every single screen pass, it has to be a positive outcome. It could be a negative outcome, but I'd rather see him legitimately, like, let's say when they first met, in between those hash marks there, let's say when they engaged, the defender just beat him, put the swim move or underhook or whatever, did a rip, came around and stopped me for a minimal gain. I'm perfectly fine with that. As long as they're doing as long as the blockers and defenders are doing what they're supposed to do. That's the main thing I'm talking about here. Now, on this play, that initial block right there, as you see there from Warford, that I didn't initially like, but the defender was ahead. Okay, the defender was ahead of the blocker at that point when the pass was thrown. So they depicted that with him. He just got the partial block to basically steer him out of the way, so to speak. But then you see Swanson did what he was supposed to do, and you saw Ramirez. They picked up the blockers earlier on in the screen instead of waiting till they got to the outside before engaging with anyone. And this is what we need to see it be like. If the defender's going to beat the blocker, let them beat the block. So what? They beat the block. If they get to me, as long as it's valid and it's legit how it goes down, that's all that matters at the end of the day. This is how we need it to be, though. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll be back. Tune in every Thursday night for Sim Standard Radio, featuring myself, Sim F-Ball Critic, and Azure Effect. The call-in number is listed there on screen, and the link to our show is in the description below.